Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie. Today I'm going to be putting together a scrapbook layout using the Firefighter or Fireman Cuties from cuddlycutedesigns. I'm not sure of the name. I put them together a long time ago, but I will put the name in the description box. My paper that I have, it is the printed paper like this is from Scrapbook Gems on Etsy. And what I do, I lost track of where my white paper is for scrapbooking. So I use some really thin paper that I have that probably won't use again. I got this for my sister and I want to get this used up. So I just build on here if I'm not using a full 12 by 12 for the background. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here with my pieces. This is 12 long by 1.75 inches wide. And I've got my pages are matching, so bear with me here just a moment. I just about printed these too short, so I just want to make sure. I might have to trim one page off a little bit. So for me to be able to get everything in camera the best I can, I'm going to turn this. So I did rotate this at a 90-degree angle, just so you're aware. That is not the side at all. I think when I looked on Etsy with Scrapbook Gems, it's under Firefighter or Fireman. I'm not sure. Just putting some glue on here. She has two different ways you can purchase the paper. One, you can get a kit with a lot of clip art, and then she has the option for just the paper itself, no clip art. And I get just the paper. So one of these sheets was not quite 12 inches, or I miscalculated. I'm not sure. We'll find out here in a moment. Now, I have struggled with getting my 12 by 12 pieces, the borders and everything, when it strips, when I'm building like this, lined up. So, bear with me on that. Just wondering if oh goodness, what a mess. I think I'm going to chat with my little cleaning girl. I'm going to stop a moment. I'm going to work on this. It's flat, perfectly flat. Okay. Unfortunately, the table that I work on, well, it's actually an inserter table, our cabinet. When I used to sew, it's very old and it's unfortunately a little bit warped. So, okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's see. Now I'm going to do my bottom piece. And I only inked around 3 pieces. Okay, so if you're wondering. And this is my bottom piece. And this, it doesn't have to be quite this wide. It's just what I cut, printed and cut, and that's what I'm going with. It is about 3 3/4 inch high, 12 inches wide. And I have a love for pencils. Can you tell I have to mark what side is up and down? Now this one, it wouldn't matter, but I just get in the habit of doing that, so. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me, and welcome back to my continuing subscribers that have been with me a long time. I appreciate everybody's support and kindness. I love reading your comments, so thank you very much for that. As always, if you have any questions, leave a comment. I do try to get back to you as soon as possible. Now, this printed paper, sorry for all the noise. This printed paper, anything but the bottom of the base sheet that I used, it's fairly heavy. It's 80-pound cardstock, so it may tend to warp a little bit until it's got to get flattened out. It might stay warped, like this is warped a little bit. I don't know why I did that. If it's amount of ink that it absorbs, but once you get it in a page protector, it's going to be fine. So just want to mention that. Okay, excuse me. I have to put my top border pieces in there before I can put that middle section in. And just grabbing those. So these I created in Cricut Design Space. Let me just here. I don't know how to explain how I did them, to be honest with you. I took a strip 1 3/4 high by 12, and then I started using triangles, and I worked from there. It's kind of hard to explain. I have it saved. I don't know. I have to take a picture, and I don't know if it'll let me save it. But you can use it. I'll try and see if I can just get the top part and put it in there and make it public. If you're interested, I followed a sketch on Pinterest, excuse me, and they had something similar to this. It took me a while to figure this out. I don't know why. Like I said, I like to make things difficult, right? So that's where I'm at. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to move this up. It's not going to match the very bottom of this yellow piece. It's got to match the top and the edge of my page. I'll show you in a moment. It may not be 100% perfect with the way I cut and glue and everything, but it'll all come together. So it's matching down here along the bottom, or along the side, and at the top. Same thing over here. It's going to match at the side and at the top. My glue in here. We'll do this one from this side. I did not do the other side. I didn't put it together yet, so excuse me. I'll be putting both pages together with you today. I may stop and do that. I'm not sure. I haven't quite decided. Okay, then this piece, we're going to be putting another border piece on here, okay? So it's all good. It's a matter of basically how wide you want this bottom piece down here. So I think I'm just going to kind of eyeball it a little bit, honey? I know what I'm going to do. My tape runner out. I think I have some tape in it yet. Guess we'll find out. Oh yeah. So some of these bigger pieces, this might help it stay down a little bit at first, and then uses just a little bit less glue, so we'll see. I'm heavy-handed more so on my glue when I do my scrapbook layouts and cards and stuff. Not enough that it's going to ooze all over, well, not usually, but that it will stay down decent. So, and I've heard different times that if you put one adhesive over the other, it, what is the word, negates? I'm not sure. But one won't work and the other one will, and I've never run into that problem. I don't know. I'm just trying to get this straight over here so the pink doesn't show. Best I can get it. You'd think I'm used to glue on my fingers by now, but I'm not. If it turns out like here, it's just a little bit over, just gonna trim that off with my scissors before I forget. You would think all scissors are created equal. They should be used the same, but they are not. When I got this scissors at first with 6 holes, it's the large one. I had a struggle. I was so used to my little precision scissors cutting for everything, and man, I had a struggle. Okay, now I have 2 yellow strips. These are 1/2 inch each. I did not ink these, by the way. I just want them to go right up here, basically right to the bottom of that piece. Okay, so, and you'll see it covers up all the little things that don't quite match exactly. I try to get as close as I can, but you know, sometimes not everything works out exact. So, where am I at? Okay, using this side down here to kind of be my guide and match it up along there. This will help break up a little bit of the stripe here, and I've got something else to do that too. So I guess we'll use this scissors. Where'd it go? Oh, here. Just a hair of a, literally, but it's stuck out enough for me that it's fixed. I don't know about your guys' paper trimmer, but I can see which side is up and back, top and bottom, front and back, from the way it cuts. So, because my bottom side always leaves a little bit of a ragged edge, so to speak. Okay, I'm just going to center these between the two. Now you can match it up to the stripes or not. It's up to you. I'm going to use my reach. I miss working on I should get my other black mat out, but it would take a bit to get out. I miss having a grid though when I scrapbook. We're going to go with it. Okay, I'm going to start on the other page. And actually, to speed this up, I'm going to do this page off screen, and then it will be much faster because it's exactly the same. Okay, so I'll just be back in a little bit. Okay, I have both of my pages now put together. Excuse me, so it won't matter which is left to right. We're just going to put one off to the side and start with the left one. And I've got to find my photo mats here first of all. Don't have them out, Pink Fresh Studio frames for the black part. These are not quite 4x6. They would have to cut down, but that's what I'm going with. I'm not sure. I've got to bring in my other pieces now to see once kind of where I want those. So, okay, this page, let's see. Got these. These, excuse me, this is already popped up in between, so I'm not going to pop it up again. This has got some dimension to it. Oops, you can see it right on the silver, well, the gray part of the thing, fire hydrant thing, and then he's going to stay flat, I think. We're not going to pop him up. So, just look in here. This is good. This from here would leave room for journaling if you wish. That's why I like to leave a spot if you want to put something there. It's certainly up to you. I'm starting to journal more on my scrapbook pages, so that's why I'm trying to leave a little bit of room for that stuff. Try to get this a little bit straight. Him down. I don't remember the sizes on these. They might have come in since I think they're the cuties. I can't remember the name of them. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure cuddlycutedesigns has the cuties. Anyway, I think they probably came in at the size that Cricut brought them into. But put him up just a little bit. He's just slightly off center, and that's fine. I like glossy accents, and then the other, it's one from Nouveau Drops, but they curl the paper so bad I just get upset. They'll stay under better when they're in a plastic page, right? Sorry, just getting glue on here. I forget how long it takes me to scrapbook because just cutting the paper, it's my fault because I use a lot of printed digital paper. So, to find what I want and then to get it sized and cut and everything, it takes me a while. So I will try to do more 12 by 12 scrapbook layouts, but it does take a while, and it's truly easier for me to do singles than doubles, but this worked out, so we're good. I am just going to eyeball this one. I don't know why I had such a struggle with this printed paper for this particular pattern, telling which direction was which. I was very, very careful when I was cutting and printing it, even that I got the right, the flame is going the right direction because they're a little wonky, so kind of difficult. Okay, fairly simple, but again, you have room for some journaling. I just feel like this is a little crooked. We're going with it. Journaling, if you want to put, a word or something there, that's an option. I'm probably going to put something there and then I'll journal here. I would journal there. I'll explain that in a bit here. And then I'll get my other page. I won't be able to show you these page by page, but I will put a picture. Well, I won't even be able to do that, unfortunately. We're just going to have to go single pages. I'm sorry. I can only do what I can do with the area I'm in. So, okay. This is going a little different. And then I cut a ladder out from Cricut Design Space. And I'm just kind of, what I want to say, figuring this out. This is the title, My Little Hero. It is from Treasure Box Designs. It's a little busy up there, but it works. Okay. This is the one that I have to get tat up a little bit because let me get this back in frame better. I'm putting this down here. So I'm going to kind of leave those so I know where I want this first. At first, I thought, oh, this is going to be way too dark for a layout, okay? That was my thinking with the papers I'm using. And that was before I had the yellow border pieces in there to kind of break up the colors. And I thought, oh, with the red from the little cutie firefighters, it's going to still be too much, too dark. And actually, Now that I get it together, I think the white on the photo mats kind of tones it down too. It's okay. I'm okay with it. So it's not. And then I know I had a darker border up here, the yellow check. I was remember what color I used. I think I had this middle piece up there that made it really, really dark. So I'm trying to learn to kind of mix and match my pieces better so I can, have what do I want to say so it's not so dark or not so light. I saw a beautiful layout and I can't remember where I saw it. No, I kept it. I just, bookmarked it. And I wish I could find the paper pieces to use. It was just the cutest thing. But I'm still going to use it for like a farm or probably a farm layout of some sort. Not sure. Might even just be just a fun layout for some pieces I use, but or find. But if I remember correctly, it was reds and blues and yellow, and it was like a red print, a sky blue maybe for the blue instead of like a dark blue, and a really pretty bright yellow, not a yellow lemon yellow, a bright, and not just kind of a dull yellow to me. It's hard to, but like a bright sunshiny yellow. Oops, really pretty. Okay, this photo mat has to go down first. This will be a picture size of about 4x4. Maybe trimmed a little bit. It'd be a little bit off. I sometimes use up paper that I have to make them, so I want to put that just below the ladder and the top of the ladder piece there. That's cut at 8.5 inches high, by the way, the ladder. Okay, now this is going to just overlap, so let me make sure that I remember to keep that top part open, not glued, which I did leave it this time. Okay, before I get done, this was why I was commenting so strange before I forgot. I am doing my giveaways differently. I'm going to start doing them different. I've had problems with people not getting back to me, and so just to make a long story short, I'm going to do them different. So this is going to be part of a giveaway, this double-page scrapbook layout. If you're interested, leave a comment. I am just going to do a drawing off screen using random number generator. And in my next video that I do after I'll set a date that you have to comment by this date, and I'll close the drawing as of that date. Then what I'm going to do is pick the winner, and I'm going to comment back on this video or whatever video the giveaway is for, and I'll comment to the winner, excuse me. And then they will have I'll let them know what time they have to respond by. If I haven't received a response by that, I'll redo it and I'll make a comment. But I really would appreciate, people getting back to me if you did sign up for the drawing. I know you have a lot going on, but it takes a lot of time to redo the videos and stuff, and I'd rather be creating. So, not to be rude, I don't mean that, but just kind of wanted to share that with you. So, this is the first page. I'm going to try to get it kind of in here, and that is the second page. And again, I will probably be adding maybe some words just to go like with firefighters in here and stuff. I don't know, but I think I will be adding a little bit just to add a little more pizzazz to it. But I'm happy with the way it turned out. Once you get pictures on your layouts, they make a huge difference. So, and if you are the winner, and if you do want a place for journaling here, I will gladly put a spot on for you. Unless you want to do it yourself, that's up to you. You can leave a comment about that too. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Take care, everybody.